Welcome back to the CEO Shift Show, where we help service-based business owners stop running their business like a job and start scaling like the asset it was meant to be. I'm Carol Surbey, business strategist, systems coach, and your no-fluff guide to scaling with simplicity, clarity, and control. And today's episode, it's about reclaiming your most valuable resource. Not your time, but your energy. Because if your calendar is packed, but your bank account doesn't reflect it, and if you're delivering more than ever, but still feel like you're paddling upstream, you're likely stuck in one of those most common growth traps out there. You're selling your time instead of your transformation. And the shift you make today, starting right now, has the power to unlock a scalable, trusted offer that gets better results for your clients and gives you back your life. So let's go. Customization equals value. Sounds noble, right? Responsive, client-centric, flexible. But here's what actually happens when you lead with customization. You build offers that you can't scale. You teach your team to constantly start from scratch. You burn your brain out trying to over-deliver again and again. And you train your clients to expect access instead of outcomes. And worst of all, you stay stuck in firefighting mode, convincing yourself that more effort equals more impact. But the truth is, the more time you sell, the less control you actually have. The more transformation you package, the more power you reclaim. So let me walk you through this shift. This is the exact same strategy we guide members through inside the Scalable CEO Academy. And it's what I used to go from a 25-year hands-on service business to a scalable systems-based coaching model that supports CEOs across North America and even into Australia. So here's the 3-part framework. Part number 1 is about anchoring the transformation. Clients don't actually want time with you. They want the end result. What is that result? It might be a smoother onboarding process, a profitable pricing model, a website that finally converts, a team that can run without your supervision. Whatever your niche, you're in the business of transforming. And your first step is to name it and to claim it, to stop hiding behind the tasks and the deliverables. So your challenge is to define the core outcome you help your best clients achieve. Part 2, let's talk about codifying your method. So this is where we actually get to remove the chaos. If your delivery process changes with every client, you don't have a business. You have a full-time job with unpredictable instructions. And it's now time to build your signature path. That means asking, what steps do I already effortlessly and naturally walk my clients through? What gets repeated 80% of the time, no matter who my client is and who I'm onboarding? And is there a place where I can see I can streamline, delegate, or automate? Repeatability doesn't lower your value. It actually raises your authority. It tells your client, I've done this before. I have a process. It works, and you can trust it. Part number 3, we want to price the outcome, not the hours. And this is where a real energetic shift starts to happen. But when you price based on results, you simplify your sales, you align your expectations, and you remove the guilt of, is this worth it? Or should I be doing more? Transformation-based pricing anchors your leadership. And it forces you to stand behind the results that you create. And that is where your true value lies. Let me introduce you to Carl. He's a leadership coach who came to me book solid, but was ready to quit. He was charging $150 an hour. And he was doing everything live, saying yes to every customization. He was tired, resentful, and worst of all, his clients weren't finishing their goals. So here's what we did together inside the academy. We got crystal clear on his outcomes. Confidence-based communication systems for executives. We mapped out a 5-step signature method, and we created a 12-week container priced for the results, not the hours. So 6 months later, he was able to cut delivery time by 40%, doubled his income, and got 2 client referrals just because his systems were clear and easy to trust. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates conversions. And confidence doesn't come from offering more. It comes from owning your brilliance. Our power habit this week is protect your yes. What does that mean? It means you stop building offers that please everyone. You stop reacting to every single task. And you start protecting your capacity, your value, and your focus. So here's how you can apply that right now. Audit your current offers. Circle the ones that feel light and put a X next to the ones that drain you. And ask yourself, where am I saying yes to things that dilute my results? And start replacing customization with clarity. Stop proving your worth and start delivering what you've already mastered. You don't need a new program. You need new boundaries. So if this episode hits home for you, then the Scalable CEO Academy is where your transformation begins. We walk you through this entire shift step by step, defining your core transformations, packaging your brilliance into an offer suite, and pricing for value, not effort, and reclaiming confidence and the time you've been craving. You don't need more hustle. You need leverage. So I do invite you to join us over at thescalableCEOacademy.com. Let's build you a business that pays you well and gives you back your life. Coming up next week, you do not need to be everywhere to be seen as a thought leader. In next week's episode, we're breaking down thought leader energy. You're going to learn why authority is built through clarity, not content volume. How to position yourself powerfully, even with a small following, and the subtle shifts that make people trust you more before they even buy. So if visibility feels overwhelming or exhausting, you're going to love this one. Until then, keep leading with clarity and keep building a business that serves your vision. This is the CEO Shift Show, and I'm Carol Surbey. We'll talk soon.